Our society has never been more complex than today. Of course, former societies have been very complex too. But the big difference between older forms of society and our so-called modern world is that this world doesn't add up to a consistent whole anymore. It is a fragmented landscape with a multiplicity of perspectives, and none of those perspectives is dominant. None has the authority anymore to say, that's how it is. The German sociologist Niklas Luhmann asked himself, what should a theory of modern society look like? The answer he came up with was systems theory, a theory which focuses on social units, systems, instead of people. A theory which tries to subtract all the details, ignores the concrete phenomena which are, in Luhmann's view, only distracting. On the very first page of his opus magnum, Social Systems, Luhmann says, our flight must take place above the clouds. Occasionally we might catch glimpses below. Why this brutal abstraction? To be able to come up with what Americans call the big picture, a big picture of our modern society. The problem is, if all perspectives are equal and no perspective is superior to the other, why should we trust the perspective of a German sociologist? Luhmann says we should not. I'm only offering one possible way to look at modern society, he says. There is no easy way out. The only question is whether my theory is plausible or not. At first glance, it is not at all. For instance, Luhmann says that social systems don't consist of people. The assumption is that people can only irritate the operations of the system. But what do systems consist of if it's not people? Luhmann says, communications. Each and every social area is processing a specific form of communication. Luhmann distinguishes between three main types of systems: interaction systems, like families, organizations like Habib University, and function systems like politics, economy, or science. As per Luhmann, all systems are equally important. It is not enough to look at economy, like the Marxists do. The systems of religion, law, arts, education must also be taken into account. All these systems add up to the global world society we live in. They are all monopolists. The system of economy sees the world only from the economical perspective. How much profit can be made? The system of politics looks at the world from a political perspective, the perspective of power. The system of religion separates the world into a transcendent and an immanent sphere. The ongoing battle between these systems makes it hard for us to save the world and stop the destruction of our environment. But the system of economy is not interested in saving this planet. Politicians tell us that they care about the planet, but their preference value is power. They want to stay on top. If environmental politics helps them to do that, they'll go for it. And that's it, basically. Plausible or not, that's up to you.